Good evening, my lovelies. So you will see that I'm very bare, very stripped back. I am, in fact, in my Disney fluffy pajamas featuring Chip and Mrs. Potts. My face is a bit of a horror picture. But what I will say, though, is some of you that have been following me and may know that I've struggled with my skin and with rosacea and whatnot. And I started, not because of a resolution or anything, but I've kind of given up caffeine, and because I was told by someone that it can really aggravate the skin, especially rosacea. So I've been giving up caffeine and I feel like shit. But I haven't had caffeine for nearly 2 weeks now, which is quite good. My skin has improved ever so slightly. I still feel like I'm a bit naked and I am quite self-conscious this evening. I've got my hair in a mum bun, my little bandana to kind of hide all my sins. But I'm here, I'm in my pajamas. I'm not feeling 100%, but I am here for you guys because I want to come on. I want to see you all. And to be honest, as much as you guys love a little lift on a Tuesday evening, I felt like I needed a little lift from you all as well. So a few of you on already. So we've got Charlotte. Hello, beautiful. How are you? Vicky, you're here. We've got Claire. Good evening to you. Got my little sister on. Hello. Jan, you are here as well. Fab. Anyone else that's here, please do let me know that you're here in the comments. Ruth, good evening to you. So this evening, I am not going to go full in with the readings, if I'm being completely honest. I will be doing readings tonight, but I'm not going to kick the ass out of it. And I am going to try and kind of keep some of my own energy for me, because I don't know what's wrong. I think it's definitely not COVID. I will just put that out there. But I think it's just coming down with a bit of a common cold. But with my fibro and whatnot, I'm quite kind of, I get achy and sore anyway. So I'm a bit sore, a bit stuffy. And I'd imagine if I'm anything like I was last night, as the evening goes on, I will feel a bit more shittier. So I'm not going to stay on for too late. Otherwise, you'll see the fright that I was last night. So a few more of you on. Oh, Claire, thank you so much. Thank you. Alexandria, you're on. Good evening. Ruth, oh, bless you. You're very welcome. I couldn't miss you all out. Sophie, hi, lovely. How are you? Vicky, good evening to you. We've got Kaylee. I am going to rest. And yeah, I'm going to just take this one nice and easy. Oh, Ruth. Oh, thank you. Lots of love and hugs. Oh, lots of well wishes. Thank you so much. Vicky says, yeah. So this one's going to be nice and relaxed. If you were watching last week, or if you've seen my post, we are going to be doing a bit of a ghost story chat. And I just want to put out there that, yes, we will be talking spooky ghost stories, and I may go more into kind of the spirit side of things, talking about it. I'm just going to put out there that while I can do mediumship, I will not be doing mediumship in this video, and it's not something that I offer as a service which you can book. But if anyone has any questions regarding mediumship, I'm more than happy to answer them and kind of tell you how I get things in and how I work, or kind of how I used to work, shall I say, because I know a lot of you on here have had mediumship readings from me in the past, and all been very lovely and nice, but it's not something I do anymore, for the sheer fact that, again, it's an energy thing. And also I just feel like it's not on my path to work with spirit. I think for me, working deeper with soul rather than spirit, and kind of the past lives, the spirit guides, the kind of your soul and whatnot in there. And that I feel more called to doing that rather than the spirit. And chatting to someone before, and actually it really resonated with me, because they said it's all very well that someone wants to speak to their mum, their granddad, their brother, their uncle who's passed, and they want that advice from them. But really it would it would serve you better actually to kind of tune in with you and with your soul and what's going on with you for the best advice. Because if you think about it in real life, if you go to your kind of, say your Auntie Jane, you go off to Auntie Jane and you kind of say, well, what do you think I should do? She's going to give you her opinion based on what she thinks you should do. That may not necessarily be right for you. And that kind of really struck a chord with me from a guidance point of view. So it's all very well, yes, it's lovely to to kind of reach out and communicate with those in spirit that have passed away. But actually, if you're looking for that deep guidance or for a real pathway forward, it's probably better for you and more efficient for you to kind of make sure you're on the right path, to have a personal reading for yourself and to kind of connect in with your energy rather than figuring out what Grandad or Auntie Jane or whoever wants to say. So that kind of struck a chord with me. And aside from that, I was finding that doing the mediumship, Kaylee asked there, do you feel it drains you? I do. Don't get me wrong, when I was doing it, I did absolutely love it. It was just so much. When you connect with someone that you know means so much to someone else and you can just give that information, it is so special, and it's really humbling to know that you can do that for someone. But then at the same time, it is a massive energy drain. And also I find as well, there's the expectation. So I've got a tickly nose. There's the expectation there. So when you are doing mediumship type work, if you don't give that specific nugget of information that they want, then in their head, that's all that they want. And you could be giving them the whole world, but they just want this little piece here. And if you don't give them that, then the rest of it's shot to shit, and then it gets disregarded and they think, oh, well, they didn't tell me what I wanted. So there's that level of expectation, as well as, and I know you guys watching, I love you all to bits, and you would never do to me, but it does come with kind of almost an aspect of being tested. I would always feel like I had to prove myself doing the mediumship, and I'd have to give that piece of information that would give proof. And to be honest, that was a bit much for me as well, because I knew that I was trusting in what I was receiving and I was just relaying that. But it was almost like I had to kind of try and put on a show and give people what they wanted. Whereas with doing the type of work that I do now, and a lot of you all know, obviously having your readings with me, your healing, doing the meditation, all of the work that I do now, I find it serves a better purpose. I feel better for doing it. And actually it doesn't drain me. If obviously, don't get me wrong, if I spend 2-3 hours straight doing cards, then I'm going to feel a bit like shit. But yeah, doing like the nice energy work and the healing and everything like that, I feel it works well for me, and I do really enjoy it. So let's have a look. Stephanie, hello beautiful, how are you? Claire says you need time for you. We do. Ruth loves my chair cover. So this is I can pull it off. This is just a big circle tapestry that I got from Amazon. I've got one similar. Actually, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like there in purple. That's a round one, but smaller. And I've got two big. I'm not going to show you because my room's an absolute shit tip. But I've got two big kind of rectangle tapestries hanging up over there as well. So yeah, I do love a tapestry. So Kaylee says, do you meditate? I do. I meditate quite often. Normally I would tell you that I do yoga as well. Not very well, but I do it. But recently I'm a bit out of practice. So that is one of my things. I do want to get back into doing the yoga and getting into that, just more for me, for my mind and my body, because my fibro has been pretty shit lately. So it would be nice. But also I do a lot of cleansing and just kind of meditation. I'll do guided meditations, or I'll just do self-led, where I'll just sit and just be. And I do listen to, actually, my downtime. A lot of what I do, anyone that knows me personally will know that I spend a lot of time in the bath. Maybe it's because of my fibro, I don't know, but I always feel in a nice hot bubble bath. That's my place. And I wouldn't normally say that I'm a water element, but I always feel really relaxed and calm. And actually that's like my me time. And I've got like the Hay House app or the Gaia app, and I'll put on something to listen to or to watch that's going to kind of either teach me something, or it's going to kind of help my energy in a way. Charlotte said, oh, bless you. Thank you so much. Rebecca, you're on. Hello, lovely. How are you this evening? Holly, how are you doing? So anyone popping on at the minute, you'll see that I do look like an absolute bag of poop, but I'm here. And I feel like I've got, like, all of you on watching, maybe there's a few newbies on. If you are new here, make yourself known, say hello, and don't be shy. But I know a lot of you watching at the minute, you are regulars. You do kind of tune in every Tuesday, and I feel like I'm in a safe space to kind of come on vulnerable like this as I am. So yeah, I feel like I am in a welcoming, safe space. So I've come on in my pajamas with no makeup on, but I'm here. So Ruth says, how do I learn tarot? Please, got Claire's cards. So Claire has actually put a course out specifically for her tarot cards. However, what I will say is kind of Claire's way of teaching and my way of teaching is very, very different. So it depends kind of how you want to learn the tarot. So what I will say is, oh, bless you. Oh, thank you. What I will say, so Claire obviously has grown up learning the tarot within her family, obviously within her gypsy family heritage, and that's why they are Romany gypsy cards. If anyone who doesn't know what and who I'm talking about, so Claire Petulengro, I did the artwork for her pack of tarot cards, which is, here's the pack I prepared earlier. It only took me a few months. So these are Claire's cards. So I did the design for the box. I did all the artwork on them, all of them. So that's the back of them. So these are, so if you want to actually buy my artwork, you can buy Claire Petulengra's Romany Gypsy Tarot cards. But I will tell you that I have got some plans in the pipeline to do my own cards and also another deck of cards in collaboration with someone else. But that's to come. That is to come. But yeah, so ones like, there we go. So there's the lights on there. So as you can see, these were done digitally. Let's try and find another. You got that one there. So yeah, these took a long time. And then actually, oh, you got that one. This one is Claire's granny on that one. That is Eva Senior, I believe. So yeah, these were my summer project. These are my lockdown project, and we were kind of connected through a mutual friend. Claire was looking for someone to do her cards, and obviously, as you know, I'm an artist. So we kind of got put in touch, and from there they grew. They launched in October. So that's like one of my big wins, which is very exciting. So I've got my artwork on a very lovely pack of tarot cards. But yeah, by way of kind of learning the tarot, I'm just going to catch up. So we've got lots of you on here. Oh, Laura's a newbie. Hello, lovely. How are you? Rebecca's so oh, I think what I might do tonight is I will do, if you're going to hang on, I'm not going to be on for too late tonight, okay, so don't worry about hanging on till like stupid o'clock. But I think what I might do is maybe if you do want to hang on, if you are feeling a bit shitty or you just need a bit of a boost, anyone watching, I might do a little kind of a little release and cleanse. That sounded a bit, if you don't know kind of what I'm talking about, that sounded a bit gross. But no, we'll maybe do a little sage and just a nice little bit of breath work just to kind of lose a bit of that. So maybe we'll do that at the end because I certainly need some of that. I don't know about any of you. Claire, oh, bless you. Thank you so much. Oh, Dawn, you're on. Hello, lovely. How are you? Claire says the cards are fantastic. There's Vicky. So Vicky's Claire's mum. Fantastic artwork. There you go. Oh, so many lovely comments. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, oh, Steffi, thank you. Thank you, Kaylee. Oh, Kat, hello. Oh, it's so nice to see you on here. It's so lovely to see your name on here. Lots of you saying yes, please. Fab. So I will definitely do that this evening as well. I'll get my my sage out. We'll just do a little cleanse and a nice few deep breaths and just, because yeah, I need it too. I need it as well. There we go. Emma says it sounds lovely. It's been a long day. Kelly Wilson, hello, lovely. How are you doing this evening? So going back to the question of kind of how do you learn the tarot, wasn't actually something I planned on talking about, but I'm going to talk about it because Ruth's asked. So Claire will teach you the tarot, and obviously she knows the tarot inside out. If there's anyone that is going to teach you about tarot, it is Claire. She knows everything to know that there is about tarot. She even knows the stuff, so the old tarot, because over the years it's adapted, it's changed, and people have kind of put their own little spin on it. So with Claire, you will learn traditional tarot. Whereas with me kind of doing the intuitive kind of work, I would not teach you what each tarot card means. When I would be teaching you, I teach you to tap into your intuition, go through meditation, through journaling, and I would kind of say, for example, if I said, right, okay, that card Judgment, I would not tell you what Judgment means. What I would do is I would get you to look at the detail in that card and go with your absolute gut instinct, tune into your intuition and see what you feel there. Because for me, when I do, that's how I read. So I do obviously have a brief knowledge of the tarot because I'd spent months designing a pack with someone and I needed to know that to know what details had to be in there. And obviously I've been reading tarot for years and years, but I read intuitively, which means I just tap into how I feel. So when I'm reading for you guys with the cards, I'm not looking at something thinking, okay, right, so that means that. I'm literally just using that as a bit of a tool to just, like I've got a crystal ball over there. It's just the same as kind of looking into it for, I'm just trying to think how to describe it. Just for like little markers or details that will pop out to me, because sometimes I will look at one card and I will see details and I can look at the card again almost straight after. You guys have watched me do this on lives when I've picked the same card twice in a row, and they'll have sometimes two completely different meanings or two different scenarios. And I find the way that I do it when I do read intuitively, it's more personal because I'm tapping into you rather than tapping into the card. So if you want to learn the tarot, and absolutely, I think Claire's course launched this week actually, so you can go on, you can learn the tarot with Claire. But by way of me, obviously I'm welcoming people into my soul circle. I do have my Unlock, Empower, Transform course, which has been out there since I think spring last year. I know there's a few of you watching that have done that course, and it's now kind of reformatted into a self-led program which you can do yourself in your own time, kind of as fast or as slow as you like, and work through that. But actually within my soul circle, what I've done now is anyone that is one of my soul circle members, that full course, that's worth £97. That's in the hub for your own access anyway. So if you join the soul circle as a monthly member, you've got that at your disposal to kind of work through. But kind of within the soul circle, it'll be a case of I'll be giving you daily and weekly guidance just to kind of guide you, to inspire you. And if you're in the soul circle and you do want to kind of step up with your intuition, that option is there as well. So it's not a case of, right, you join the soul circle because you want to kind of tap into more. It's just the soul circle is a space for whatever your kind of your walk of life is. Obviously it's for women, okay, I will put that out there. So there is all ladies in there, but if you're kind of on the fence about it, if you're spiritually inclined, you want to know more, or if you just kind of, you're not that fussed about learning how to tap into your intuition and do all that, you just want a bit of guidance, then the soul circle is for you. Everyone is welcome. And it is £27 a month. However, until Sunday, if you use the code 10 off, it's £10 off. So it's £17 a month. And that will be for the duration of the time you remember. But what I will say is that obviously from the 1st of Feb, it is going to be £27 a month, again, without that discount code. But I've got a lot of big plans for Soul Circle. So I am going to say to you that the membership fee will increase. However, if you are a member now, or when you join, your membership will never increase. So basically, you pay what you join at. So for example, I've said it before, if you join at £17 now, and then say like next year it's like £50 a month, you're still going to pay £17 a month. So if you want in, then I'd get in before Sunday, because then £17 a month. But anyway, going back to kind of just chit-chatting and whatnot, I can tell you more on the Soul Circle in a bit if anyone does want to find out more. But that is the little link there as well, 10 off, and you can find information if you go onto my website, which is up there. And there's on the homepage, there's a link to Soul Circle, or you can go on to guidance and readings on the drop down, and there's information on there as well. So let's see, who have we got on there? Oh, Harpreet, you're on, lovely. How are you doing this evening? Hope you're well. What I will do, I'm going to bring my ticker up. So if you've not watched me doing lives before, so when I bring up this little ticker on the bottom, I will be doing some readings. but obviously I'm not feeling 100% tonight, so I'm not going to be doing reading after reading after reading. So I'll do what I can. And if you're a newbie and you would like a reading, please do ask. I'll see who I feel called to. So if you would like a reading, please do ask, and we'll go from there and see. Goodness me, I should have got a drink. I'm a bit thirsty, but no, it's lovely to have so many of you on joining me this evening as well. It's really, really nice. And of course, so tonight we're going to kind of be talking spooky goings on and any kind of ghosty stories, anything that you want to share as well would be great. I didn't have anyone take me up on coming on camera, but if anyone does want to come on camera and share one of the ghostly, spooky stories, I can send you a link to come on. Hopefully seeing the state that I'm in will make you feel not so camera shy. But obviously, if you want to share your stories, feel free to do that in the comments. I'll bring that up in a bit. We won't go into that just yet, but let's do some cards. So we've got, okay, Charlotte, let's pull for you. I've gone straight in for the big pack here, and we'll go from there. Okie dokie. All right, I've got 3. Ooh, okay. Right, so you've got the 10 of Cups there. You've got Temperance, and you have got the 2 of Cups. So what I'm seeing here is I feel like I'm drawn into family, but also relationships for you. Family, I say as in you and your children, but also relationships. And what I'm seeing here is I'm very drawn to October. October seems like it's very key for something bigger happening for you, as in October just gone. But it looks like to me, I feel like you and your children are in a place right now that, had you compared it to this time last year, I think it's a no-brainer that the fact that you've moved on to where you are, and I think that is where you are meant to be. It feels like kind of you're calmer around your children. I feel like your children are calmer around you. And going into this one, I do feel like the communication, the level of communication you've got there in your relationship is so, so special. And with this one, what I'll say, over the next 2 months, I feel like your relationship will solidify even further. Let me have a look at. The only thing that I will say here is don't let the past get in the way. Don't let your confidence knock you on that one, because looking at this one, this person here loves you just the way you are. I feel almost emotional saying this, but they do. They love you just the way you are. And this one with Temperance brings up a lot of solar plexus, which is to do with self-confidence, self-worth. And this one is kind of saying that it doesn't matter what other people think. If you're happy in yourself, as a couple, as a family, I think, like, to hell with what other people think. Like, if they don't like it, they can piss off. Because what I'm seeing here is definitely, what are we now? January, February, towards the end of March into April, I do feel like something very special within your relationship will happen there. I won't give anything away, but I'll just I'll leave you with that one. But what I do want to say is that if you are feeling pretty shitty at the minute, if things are feeling a bit down, I think just look at the support network that you have got around you, rather than thinking about people that are not supporting you right now. Focus on the ones that are, because they are very, very special to you. Let's have a look and see who else we've got. All right, Ruth, let's pull for you. Obviously, I will be doing like intervals, so I'll blab and waffle about some other shit, and then I'll do readings again in a bit. So if I don't get you the first time round, then please don't worry too much. I will try and do as many as I can, but obviously I'm feeling a bit poopy tonight, so I don't know. I'll get into this in a minute, because I want to ask you guys something. I want your honest opinions, and I will get into that, and I'll ask you in a minute. But Ruth, let's do for you. I'm going for the small cards with you. You have got that Judgment card there as well. Okay, so Ruth, you've got Judgment and the King of Cups, and you've got the King of Swords. All of them are in reverse, actually. So looking at these for you, what I'm picking up on is that, I don't know, I feel like I'm very drawn into a male energy around you. I don't know who exactly this male is, but I'm I need to pull another card, I feel like. Okay, I feel like for you that you are capable of doing what you need to do, okay? Don't feel like you need a man or you need someone else in your life to do it for you. And I can feel myself getting passionate about this already. I love this, like, strong, independent woman stuff. But what I will say is I feel like perhaps that in the past you've either felt like you weren't able to do stuff, or maybe you weren't enough, or that people had to step in for you to be able to, I don't know, I just feel like you've been kind of brought up, or you've lived in such a way where like the man needs to be there to do stuff for you. But I'm just like looking at this one like, you don't need a man to do stuff for you. You are a strong, independent woman, like, that don't need no man. Let me tell you that. But what I'm seeing here though is it seems like there's some sort of, I don't know whether it's current around you or it's some sort of inside past stuff, but there is some sort of pressure from some sort of male energy around you. And I'm getting a weight on the chest as well. So if there's any worry concerning any men, I've got a really sore collarbone as well, or something here. I'm not sure if I can pin. No, I don't know. It's definitely the collarbone. It's not there. It's the bone. Let me know if that. But it feels like as well my chest is being squashed. But what I want to say to you is this one, I've pulled the Four of Wands. This is your card of celebration and of a chance to move forward for you. This card is glowing there with the solar plexus, full of confidence, full of self-acceptance and self-worth. So this is saying to me that you've got your shit together. And if you haven't, you can. All right. It's not out of reach. Like, you can definitely get your shit together. You do not need anyone to be telling you what you need to do or how to do it, because you can absolutely own that and do that yourself. What I do see though over the next 4 months is I'm seeing you almost building something. Obviously not like physically like a house or anything like that, but a plan. You're hatching it, putting it together. And I feel like over the next sort of April, May, I want to say, this will kind of come to a head positively for you. And that will be your chance to say, look what I've done. I've done this on my own and I didn't need anyone else to help me because I did it. And then that is going to be your, almost to show people like you don't need anyone else. The fact that if you have people in your life, it's because you want them there, not because you need them there. So anything that you're planning at the minute that anyone's maybe trying to kind of poo-poo it and say, oh, you shouldn't be doing that, tell them to piss off and just do it, because you can do it and you should do it. There's no reason why you shouldn't. So hopefully this is going to give you a nice little kick up the arse to tell you, like, go for it, girl. You can do it. And that one is telling me that you absolutely will do it. So that is for you, lovely. There we go. That's exactly how I feel. Oh, bless you. So yeah, you got it, girl. Charlotte, you are very, very welcome. Emma, that's all right. To be honest, I've just been waffling anyway. I waffle quite a lot. So if you watch me quite often, you'll be used to me waffling. Harpreet, thank you so much, sending hugs. Right, I am going to do one. Where's she at? There she is. I am going to do one for my sister, because every time she comes on and asks for a reading, I never do them for her. And I feel really bad. So I'm going to do one and go from there. And I must also apologise that I did not ring you back earlier. So Imogen finished her lesson that we were doing, and then we had to sit and do maths. And anyone out there that's also homeschooling and is not particularly good at maths, you can share my pain with me. Yeah, that was not easy. So we did maths, and then we finished our maths, and then we typed up a newspaper report about the death of Queen Victoria. So I was into that. I like a bit of history. And then after that, well, we were in the middle of that. Then I had a FaceTime from my mum. So did that. Then finished her Queen Victoria thing. And then I promised her if she did her schoolwork, we'd get to play. So then actually the reason that I didn't ring you back is because I got coaxed into it. I was into it. We were playing Barbies for about an hour before Levi got home on his taxi. And then obviously sorted the kids out and whatnot. And then we snuggled up and had a good old snuggle. And then I felt like shit. So I got in the bath. And then when I got out of the bath, Mark came home and I laid on the bed and I fell asleep and I had a nap for about an hour. So that is exactly why I did not ring you back. And I'm very sorry and I love you very much. But yes, let's do your reading. There you go. Emma says, math is easy. It's English we're struggling with. Oh my God, no. So I'm the other way around. Maths, though, I've always struggled with maths. Anyone that knows me personally knows that I'm so shit at maths. Oh, thank you, Kat. Kat says you're so clever. Oh, thank you. I played Barbies very well, shall I say? With the Barbie Dream Plane, we our Barbies. We had, well, I was Barbie and Imogen was Chelsea, obviously, and we were on a little camping trip. She got Barbie Dream Plane for Christmas, so then we had to go on our aeroplane, and then the taxi driver, who was Ken in her little Barbie Fiat 500. We had a taxi. I had to be the air hostess as well. And it was quite lovely. I haven't properly played Barbies like that for a while, so it was quite indulgent, if I'm being honest. It was lovely. I bet Amy wasn't even playing. It was, do you know, she was actually. She was doing the whole, right, you be this, and then imagine that that's happening. It was nice. It took me back. Right, so anyway, let's look at your cards. So you've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. You've got the Queen of Wands, and you've got the Eight of Swords in reverse. So looking here for you, what I'm seeing here is, okay. Is Lee watching as well? Please do let me know. So this one is kind of the work balance between you both in your relationship. And what I'm seeing here is that actually there is something financial to come over the next 3 months. There is a venture that you can do. So like a little business venture that you can do, but he can get involved in as well. And then you can kind of create that together. However, what I will say is creating a business together leads into kind of playing with fire a little bit, because personally, as much as I love Mark, I would never want to work with him. I like to keep my stuff personal to me. But what I will say is that there is input for this little business venture for you that he can put into that to help you out. So it would still be your business, but he'd be able to help you out with certain things. But what I'd say with that one, looking at this one though, I'm feeling like, so over the next 3 months, that's it growing and you building it. But this one gives me August is when you would actually, things would really get into play and get going and start to vamp up. So what I'm seeing for you in terms of kind of work life, money, and, well, I suppose home life as well, stability, is that you need to get a little, what's the word? Not a franchise, enterprise, a little enterprise on the go. So that is what I've got for you there. However, just be kind of mindful what you're doing. That's why I was trying to ring you the other day and I couldn't remember why. Soap. I will get back to you on that, but remember soap so I don't forget. So that is that for you. Thank you. You're the best. I know. I'm a good big sister. Right. Let's check out. Oh, wow. Lots of comments that I haven't seen. Okay. Right. I'm just trying to. Oh, wow. Okay. Have I missed? So lots of them. Right, okay, I'm just going to kind of pick out what I can. Just seeing what's okay. Claire would like a reading, some help regarding love. Okay, let's have a look and see. Oh, Georgia, hello, lovely. How are you doing? Oh, it's nice. It has been a while, hasn't it? Ruth says I'm crap at most of homeschooling. To be honest, do you know, I don't mind it too much. It's the I can't do maths. I'm just so bad. The rest of it, like art and history, I'm well away in English. Well, I say that creative writing, actual English itself, I'm not bad at it. I just don't really like doing it. But anyway, so Claire, for you, what I've got here, you've got the Five of Pentacles there. You've got Justice in reverse, and you have got the King of Swords in reverse. So what I'm seeing for you here is, I feel like, especially looking into where love is concerned, I'm not sure if you've had some input from another woman here to kind of their opinion, or they've told you their experience with something, or they've been talking to you about your current situation. But what I will say here is that I'm trying to figure out, I don't know if this is like a mother or someone older than you. Let me pull another card because I'm struggling to get the okay. I just feel like maybe kind of in ways of love and whatnot, that perhaps someone's been trying to give you well-intended, well-meaning advice, but I feel like that maybe doesn't fit your situation, or perhaps that they've got a certain perspective on your love life at the minute. So any advice or kind of anyone that you've spoken to, I feel like I wouldn't be so quick to follow their advice, because either they may not know the whole picture, or they're going off their own experience, which is quite different to yours. However, looking into here, you've got Justice and the King of Swords. This one is telling me that you're not feeling very confident on your love life and whatnot right now, obviously because you're asking about it. But this one's saying, I feel like it's almost like you've put a wall up, and whether that's to do with your current relationship, your current love life, or anything like that, or because it's something that's gone on in the past, but I feel like you're guarded, very, very much guarded. And what I'm seeing here is actually if you begin to let that guard down, you will find a deeper sense of love in the most unexpected place. So if Claire told me something that you'd be coming into my life, but I don't think so. Okay. I feel like I'm going to give you, I don't know. I'm getting September, and I'm not sure if I want to go back to September to say that you already know this person. But looking at this one, this gives me that it's someone unexpected. Okay. So if there's no one there at the minute, you probably won't be aware of who they are until they just kind of crash bang into your life. If there is someone there at the minute, it's perhaps someone that you wouldn't have necessarily thought would be a love match with you. But I am seeing that good things would come from the unexpected. And here again, it's keeping that guard up around you. I feel like that's almost restricting you from having that connection with someone that would be so, so special for you. And if I'm honest, I feel like there's maybe been other chances before, but because this wall is there, there has been a bit of a Trudy, I'm just reading your comment there. Oh, I will come to that. So yeah, I'm looking at this one though. I've pulled the High Priest for you, and I'm kind of, I feel blocked, and it's almost like not blocked from anything else. I feel like it's a block, your block, that I'm picking up because you're struggling to kind of let that wall down and actually open up. I feel like a lot of self-doubt is creeping in here. And if it's something that if you're not currently in a relationship, then I would look at, rather than saying that you don't think he's going to come into your life and it's kind of not going to happen, I would look at how you can adapt your life into making it happen. So looking at, do you actually have space to welcome someone else into your life right now? And this advice goes for anyone else, whether it's a person or whether it's something that you're trying to kind of hopefully manifest and bring in. Yes, maybe you want it, but have you facilitated a space for that? Have you made space for that? Are you ready to welcome that in? You might want to be, but is your life at a point where like this thing can come in and just slot into your life without like turning everything else to shit? You need to create that space first before you can welcome it in. So what I would say is kind of look at how you are leading your life, what you're kind of doing, routine, maybe the layout of your house. That sounds a bit weird, but kind of, if you were to be in a relationship, have you got room in there for another person to come into that space? That's kind of what I'm talking about. And it's clearing, making a space for a person rather than them having to just squeeze in and not fit quite right. But just hold on to the fact there that it will come, but it will be someone probably very unexpected. And because of that, you may actually question the fact if they are the right person. But again, going back to this, when this other person does come in, just be careful of listening to what other people say and other people casting judgment, because I feel like they may not have the full picture on who this actual person is or advice that they're giving you in regards to love life anyway. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. It helps a bit, and maybe helps anyone else. Oh, my little sister, thank you. Let's have a look. Okie dokie. Right, Georgia, let's pull for you. I am going to do a couple more and then I'll start chatting about other stuff. But I am going to do, if I haven't got around to doing your reading right now, I am doing more readings this evening. So you will have a chance to try and get one. Oh, Stephanie. Oh, thank you. Oh, bless you. Thank you so, so much. So Georgia, it's the lowest we can. Oh, bless you. So you did ask for a card, so I'm going to pull for you. It has been a while, and I hope you are doing well. Okay. Right. What I've got here for you is so looking at this one, you've got the High Priestess in reverse. You've also got the Four of Pentacles, and you have got the Six of Wands in reverse. So looking at this one, I'm feeling like that one's given me a bit of hesitation, and I think it's more so in communication. If you feel that there's something that needs to be said, but you're perhaps holding back, especially looking at this one, where relationships are concerned. I would say perhaps if there's something that needs to be said, either you're holding back or maybe they're holding back. But I feel like there's almost like there's a mutual feeling there, and you're both kind of dying to say it, but nobody's saying it, and it's almost created a bit of a stalemate. And what I think actually is it's almost like neither of you wants to say anything looking at this one, because you both want to keep the peace. You don't want any trouble. You don't want to open up too much. But actually, by kind of looking at this one, I feel like it's going to really give a sense of release by saying these things. So maybe kind of take the lead there and open up about anything that's on your mind, anything that you feel needs to be addressed. Doesn't necessarily have to be anything bad. It might just be that something, maybe you're thinking about doing something together, and you're a bit afraid to put it out there. Like I say with this one, kind of putting your toes up, like dipping your toe in the water, but hesitation. But what I will say here as well is I do see that there is an opportunity for you where either study or work is concerned, especially where skills are concerned, to really grow your skill and step up in that. However, again, there's that element of that kind of hesitation there, and I'm not sure why. Let me pull one more card for you, lovely, and see what that one says. Okay, right, so you've got the Fool. So this one, it's as if it looks as if there's a blockage in the way here, when actually it's not a block. It just means that there's another way, another route to get to where you want to be. So anything kind of standing in your way, whether that is relationships, whether that is your study, your work life, or anything like that, this one's saying to you that at first glance, it may seem like there's the end of the road, there's a block there, but actually this is come for you because it's saying there is another way around it. And actually, when you take this, that's I'm just laughing at Louise's there. When you take the route, the alternative route, you're going to find that's actually going to be the best route for you. And this block was meant to come because it was meant to make you reconsider how you go about things, how you address things, and the path that you take forward, because the straightest, the simplest path is not always the best path. So sometimes things are sent to test us, to send us in a slightly different curveball direction that will just bring us back on track, but a bit more knowledgeable, a bit more enlightened, and a bit more kind of in the know about things. But here with the Fool card, this is the Fool says that you can create yourself into whatever you want to be. It doesn't really matter what other people say and think. So especially where the study part is concerned, if there's anything that you are considering going more into, go for it, do it, because if you can feel it in your heart that that's what you want to do, especially with this one, you've got a lot of heart chakra coming in here, and with the finances, so that would give to me you going into some sort of work that you really love, that you're really passionate about. But by way of relationships, as I say, this one is just saying it's nothing bad. I just feel that maybe there are some ideas or some thoughts that could be kind of put out to each other that you probably actually will agree on, but you've just not said for fear of kind of thinking, oh, what if they don't agree? But you probably will agree with each other. So let's have Louise has just been watching. Oh, well, I hope you enjoy. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the old one. Oh, bless you, lovely. Well, at least you're here now. At least you're here. So let's have, I'm just looking back through. I'm going to do a couple more, and then I will do some chit-chatting about others. So, right, Sophie, let's do one for you, lovely. And then I can see lots of you commenting as well. I just need to kind of address Trudy's comment here quickly. Need to learn how to put a curse on my turd of a boss. That is absolutely brilliant. What I would recommend is maybe just kind of keep some obsidian or some tourmaline around you, or you can, if they're that bad, you can take some salt, sprinkle some salt. But yeah, just kind of, I'm not in the know about how to put curses on people, if I'm honest. I just kind of protect against them. But that comment did give me a tickle, I must say. Definitely did. Right, Sophie, where are you? There you are, lovely. Right, so, got earache coming in as well. Georgia, you are very, very welcome. Oh, well, hopefully it's a green light for my degree. Absolutely, and especially with that green card coming up. So go for it. Get you to do it, girl. That's amazing. Okay, so Sophie for you, and then I'll see who else we've got. Right, Vicky and Laura Green, the newbies. Oh, lovely. Okay, right. So what I'll do is I will do this one for Sophie, then I'll do one for Vicky and one for Laura, and then I will waffle and chat about some other stuff. So what I will say is, while I'm doing these card readings, if you have got like an absolute shit hot ghost story, a proper spooky story that you want to share, get on it, because we're going to be sharing them tonight. Okay, I'm not going to be doing mediumship, definitely not, but we will be sharing spooky stories. And if you do have any questions about mediumship, please do feel free to ask. But I will just put out there again, I did say at the beginning, I can do mediumship, but I do not do mediumship because I don't want to. It's not a service that I offer, but I'm more than happy to kind of talk about it and to answer questions about it. And yeah, if you've got anything else you want to ask. So while I'm doing these readings for the other ladies, if you've got some amazing story that you want to pop in the comments, you begin typing it out and let us know. So I'm going to take the ticker down now. So I've got Sophie, then Vicky, then Laura, and then I'll do we'll chit chat. Okay, so Sophie for you. Let's see. Hopefully this one makes more sense to you than last week's one. Okie dokie. Right. So you've got the High Priest, you have got the Knight of Wands in reverse, and you have got the Moon. Okay. So looking at this one, I feel like you've kind of, I want to say work-wise, very similar to what I've just mentioned, the work-wise or skill. This one's given me that I feel that there's a certain skill that you've got or have been considering that you can use it in a different number of ways to benefit different people. And what do you do for work, Sophie? Let me know. Do you do any sort of teaching or kind of helping people, like teaching or caring or anything like that? Because I'm getting here that for you need to be doing something where you can either relay a skill to someone, like teaching someone, or that you can be there to support someone. Okay, what I've got here is it's a very much a vibe about you helping other people in some sort of way. But here with this one, with your Knight of Wands, especially where work is concerned, I'm seeing you moving forward with work. I think, yeah, I'm going to pull another one because I'm more concerned. I don't know if work's even something that you want to know. Yeah, okay, right. So there, you've got the Ten of Swords. So this one is giving me that you do have a transition coming up. But this would give to me, I want to say around about May time. Round about May. You've got a transition coming up, and it's probably been a long time coming. It will be almost like a kind of a new start, but it's a long time coming. It's either been awaited or it maybe you're not expecting it, but it needs to happen. I feel like you've got a big shift coming there. And with this energy here with the Moon, I feel like this is you harnessing your power and moving into what you're meant to be doing. So if kind of work-wise or just kind of within yourself, if you're not in a place that you feel like, if you can't imagine yourself being happy there 5 years from now, and it's just a case of something that pays the bills, then maybe look at it and think, am I happy? What do I need to do to change this? How can I move forward from doing that? But I would definitely say to this one, if you can add to your skill set or kind of enhance something that you can already do, but I feel like you need to be doing something that I don't know that I want to say children, but I can't. I need to pull another one. What's going on here? Tell me in the comments. Right, okay, Seven of Wands. Okie dokie. Yeah, so looking at, right, okay, what I've got here, I want to say not necessarily children, but vulnerable people I'm getting here. So it could be children, but people who need that bit more support. I'm seeing you working more with them. So definitely look into that. That is a route that you can look into. But aside from that work side of things, here with the Moon, harnessing that power, what I want to say to you is that you need to set some healthy boundaries for yourself and for other people, because I feel like sometimes people can take the piss a bit and they can take advantage of your good nature. And I feel like a lot of the time you can just be too eager to please, to kind of do stuff that's nice for other people. And I feel like sometimes you just don't expect in return. You just do it because it's nice. But what I'm seeing here is it's your time now. It's time for you to put your energy into you. So with having those boundaries, where that kind of line of work would be concerned in helping other people, you need to set that boundary to make sure that you still have that space and time for you. So whether this is future or whether this is now, set yourself kind of your non-negotiables. And when I talk about non-negotiables, it's things that kind of either you will or you will not do, and you're not going to budge on that. So your non-negotiables, like you wills, things that you will do each day or things that you will do each week or month that are going to benefit you in a good way, and you don't budge on that. Your non-negotiables is that you kind of make an agreement with yourself that this is like the do's are going to happen, and then the don'ts for the non-negotiables is you're not going to do any of this. You're not going to let people do this, and you don't budge on that either. So set your non-negotiables and set your boundaries, because then you have a clear idea of what you can give to other people and how much you're going to give of yourself. But then that will set in place a boundary for them, hopefully, that they will not take too much for you, because I feel like it's not fair to you, and I can feel that almost your energy is drained. However, we've got I think the full moon is next, I feel like I want to say Wednesday maybe. Let me check. Let's have a full moon. I'm sure maybe next Wednesday. Check. Don't quote me on that. But when the full moon is, I feel like what you need to do, you don't need to do any sort of ceremonies or rituals unless you want to, of course. But I feel like that harnessing that moon energy and just having a release of anything. Thursday, thank you, Steph. I knew it was sometime around then. So anything that you don't want now, give it a release and just let go of it before that full moon. Kind of think about what those non-negotiables, what you do and what you don't want in your life. And I wouldn't necessarily say set your intentions. That's more like a new moon kind of thing. But full moon, release and let go of anything that's stressing you out. And I just kind of, I was going to say the F word. I'm not going to say the F word, but the F it bucket. Anything that's not giving you joy. I don't know what her name is. The lady on the Netflix thing where you clean your house. And if it doesn't give you joy, you get rid of it. Do that right now. Up until kind of between now and the full moon. Anything that's not giving you joy, just have a purge and get rid of it. Because there's no point hanging on to it if it's just going to make you feel like shit. Hopefully that does make you feel a bit better, makes you feel a bit more confident. But what I can see is that kind of coming into May, things will shift for you. There will be much better for you. I feel like physically and emotionally, you'll be in a better place as well. So hopefully you can take that this week, and it does give you some sort of guidance there as well. Right, Katie, you stuck out to me. Let's pull for you. Okay, I'm going to go in with the little cards for you with these ones. See what these have got to say. Oh, hang on. Right, Katie, I will pull for you, but I did say I was going to do Vicky and Laura, didn't I? Right, Katie, I'm going to pull for you, and then I will do Vicky and Laura, and then I'll do the others. But I had to pull a card there. Right, Vicky and Laura, I will get to you, I promise. Katie, so you've got the Six of Pentacles there. You've got the Queen of Swords in reverse, and you have got the Six of Cups. Pat, no, that's all right. Don't worry about being late. So, Katie, what I will say for you is I feel like, right, okay, so in this one, I feel like financially, going back to September, October last year, anything financial that was either lent out or was delayed or something financial that you're waiting on, what I'm seeing here is that it could take a little bit longer. And I'm seeing June here for some reason, so there could be further delays. But what I am seeing here is that this is actually giving you a bit of time to really consider what's going to happen with your finances. If it's kind of, it's weird. I feel like you're getting something, but then you're spending something. Maybe that makes sense to you in some way. I'm not sure. But it's like some sort of plan or something stemmed from October, September time. But coming into June, what I will say is look at where you're thinking about spending the money, or where you've kind of focused your ideas on. What I would say is that there may be something else that requires that first. So I would kind of prioritize the finances, really. And just looking at this one to kind of try and explain it to you. I don't know if you can see so well. So see here, this guy's giving the money to this bloke here, but he's got this kind of money bag full of coins, whereas this poor old little lady down here has kind of got nothing and she's missing out on it. So this one is just to kind of say that you maybe put in money or focus towards things that don't necessarily need that right now. So maybe this delay is a good thing for you to kind of reassess where you're at with that. So hopefully that bit's resonating with you at the minute. It may not necessarily be money as such, but it's something financially related. So perhaps work or something to do with money in the home or something. I don't know, maybe even to do with your house, anything maybe spending home-wise. So that's that bit. But then here with the Queen of Swords and the Six of Cups, this one I'm seeing here is more so of emotional cards rather than cards that are telling me about actual physical things. So this one is kind of saying it's okay to let your guard down. I feel like what I want to do to you is just kind of rest my hands on your shoulders and just get you to just relax your shoulders and just breathe a big sigh of relief. I feel like, especially looking, so with this one, it's saying that kind of having to put on that brave face for everyone for so long, it's kind of like it does become a weight. And I don't want to say you're resenting anything, because I would never think that you would resent, but I feel like looking at this one especially, I feel like you are doing so much to keep the wheels turning, to kind of keep everyone in check. And it's not because you're not getting recognition for it, because I know that you're not that type of person that would kind of throw the dummy out because they're not getting recognized. But I feel like it's that you need that appreciation. You need to feel that people are seeing and knowing what you are doing, and that you're kind of, it's not all for nothing, that what you are doing is counting towards something. And it really is. And I feel like I feel really emotional. I feel like what I need to say to you is that you are doing a good job. You are doing things to the best of your ability, as best you can. And whether people vocalize that to you or not, you are more appreciated than you realize. And especially with this one, I feel like it is okay for you to let your guard down. And hopefully there is someone around you that you can really open up to, because I feel like you need that emotional release. You need to open up, to let that out, and to just share your words. I feel like you need to really have a big cry and just really just let everything out and release it out into the open, and you will feel much better after that. But kind of looking back into this one, I feel like it's kind of a bit of a one-woman band at the minute, and you're just kind of keeping the wheels turning, and you're tired and you need a rest. So just make sure that while you're looking after everyone else, you're taking that time, that special time for you, because you do need it. So those are for you, lovely. Hopefully they make sense, and hopefully they put you at ease, and lots of love to you. Sophie says, thank you, Laura, getting your card readings is one of my favorite things. Oh, bless you. Oh, thank you. Oh, you are very, very welcome. Oh, how lovely. Oh, lovely. Right, so we've got, right, I'm just trying to find Charlotte's comment. Claire's going to tell us about her cat. Oh, pleasure of having. Oh, okay. Right, so I'm going to do, is it Laura and Kelly? No, Laura and Vicky. Who does he? Right, Laura and Vicky, sorry. I'm going to do these two, and then I'm going to go into talking about other bits, and then I'll do some more cards in a little bit. So if you kind of hang fire with your card questions, and we'll go into some other bits. So again, if you've got those spooky stories, or you want to ask anything to do with mediumship, or anything to do with like anything ghosty going on or anything like that, pop them in the comments, because everyone loves it. You know, when you go around to a mate's and you kind of, if you're having a drink or you're not, and you get into deep conversation, and then it's a sure thing. You always end up talking about some sort of ghostly happening or some spooky kind of going on. We've all got those stories, so let's share them. Katie, oh, bless you. No, let it out. Even if you're just in the shower or in the bath, and just let it flow. Maybe do like an energy cleanse in the shower. Just let the water wash over you and just let it cleanse everything away. The card file, yeah, I feel like it's something to do with either if you've lent to someone, or you've almost some sort of investment that's trying to be made that's waiting to come around, but hopefully that will make sense. Right, so Laura, I'm called to do for you first, and then Vicky, I'll do yours afterwards. So Laura, for you, you've got the Tower in reverse. You've also got the Six of Wands, and you've got Judgment there as well. So looking at this one, I'm very drawn to in here where relationships are concerned. I don't know if you are in a relationship or not, but what I will say here is looking at this kind of, I feel like you're between choices of kind of what's going on within your love life at least. And it's a case of, do you hang in there and wait for things to happen and kind of tumbleweeds coming by? Or do you just kind of get up there? Do you move forward? Do you make a move for it? Do you go for it? But what I'm seeing here is kind of being held back. That kind of Judgment card is coming in as if to say that any kind of progress within relationships or your love life or anything that's kind of, if you are actually, would you comment and let me know if you are in a relationship or not? Because I feel like there's a choice to be made, but I feel like you're more drawn towards the other option because there is a fear of judgment there, or how people are going to perceive you, or how things are going to work out. So I don't know. I need to pull another one. But yeah, let me know if you are in a relationship or not, because then I can look more into this for you. Because this one's given me, rather than moving forward, I'm more inclined. You are, should I be? Yeah. So this one is kind of, I feel like I want to go back rather than moving forward out of something, and especially where this card has given me the feeling of going back to something. So you are in a relationship, so what I will say is kind of going back to something that you've maybe explored before, or something that's kind of been a thought that you've kind of been putting together, something you maybe want to do. But again, I'm just feeling this one, I'm kind of, I am very drawn children wise. I don't know. No, I feel like there's something going on within your relationship that is not going either way, because there's kind of a bit of a pause in it, and there is that kind of fear of judgment or how others will think about it. It's a bit of a tough one to put my finger on, really. But then I've pulled out there for you, you've got the Star, which is, I feel like there is a connection there, and you need to kind of restore your faith in what's going on there. So if things have maybe seemed a bit distant, or have been a bit kind of under pressure recently because of obviously everything going on in general, or if you've got specific situations, but I feel like for you it's a time to kind of reconnect back in. Don't care what other people think. And also what I would say in that sense about not caring what other people think, if there's anything that within the relationship that you want to say it. Okay, it needs to be said, and the more that you keep it in and bottle it up, equally for them, create a space that if there's anything that they may want to say to you, create that space so that they know they could be open with you, and just get everything out into the open. It's not necessarily that there's anything bad going on, but I just feel like you need that kind of space together where you can speak to each other, and then you can make more informed choices moving kind of forward. I say moving forwards, or going back to something that you've perhaps discussed before but not actually gone into and followed through with. So perhaps a time now for discussing old plans and seeing where you're at in terms of being able to actually do that now compared to where you were when you first discussed them. So hopefully you can take that and that makes sense to you. I feel like I waffled a bit on that one, but I'm hoping you can make sense of that. And then Vicky, for you, let's go to this one. Let's see. Oh, I know I'm talking too much because my jaw's waffling. Oh, it really hurts. But yeah, if anyone's got like a real kick-ass story that they want to share, I can send you a link and you can come on screen with me if you'd like to. Okay. So Vicky, for you, I'm going to go over the big ones for you as well. Right. Okay. Right, Vicky, for you, I feel like I want to go into your health, or how you're feeling within yourself. I'm very drawn to, so you've got the Knight of Cups, you've got the Tower in reverse as well, you've got the Fool, and you have got the Queen of Wands there. What I'm seeing for you health-wise, I'm very drawn to either circulation or blood, or something to do with like your arm, blood pressure maybe, but definitely there's something here. And in this card, I feel like if there's not, there probably should be some sort of medication or something going on there. So you need to, I'm getting a lot of, I've got chest pain, but it's almost like in the ribs rather than here. It's like there. Whether you can relate to that, or maybe it's just my posture, I'm sitting funny. Laura, you are very, very welcome. So looking at this health-wise, I feel like, again, with the tower one, it's kind of in two minds. If there's anything going on that you haven't had seen to yet, and you're kind of debating, do you go and see about it? Do you not? I would go and get a seen to. However, what I will say is be prepared to be faced with blocks. Where health is concerned, these two are giving me that you may be given information that kind of says, well, no, it's either it's not that, or there's nothing going on there, or nothing to worry about. I'm not saying that there is something to worry about. However, I feel like it's something that would maybe need a second opinion. And looking at this one, I feel like it would definitely be safer to just make sure that that is getting checked there. I feel like there's health problems that you've got that you're already aware of, and this one could maybe tie in with something that is linked to that. But I feel like that just kind of needs a bit more looking into. Ooh. If I just drop some other cards, I have. Right, this one is interesting because, let me see what other one come out there as well. I am here, I'm just ducking. Right, okay, aha. Right, this one, I feel like, especially in here, I feel like there's something hereditary, or there is a particular sort of health thing that runs in the family for you, or there's something kind of under investigation. And I feel like it wouldn't hurt for you to just get checked on the same thing. Let me know if there's anything else, because I feel like there's another question that I need to answer there, but I'm just looking for kind of what's here. What I will say by kind of other means is that aside from your health, I feel like you need to have a rest. And it looks like if this kind of block has come up, whether this is to do with your health, whether it's to do with kind of anything like lockdown related or anything like that, I feel like it may seem like there's a bit of a block in the road, and you're thinking, oh, like I've been trying to get all this done, but this has come to you because you need a rest. You need to take a little step back. You need to just have a breather and just let yourself be, because I feel like for you, it's almost like the wheels have been constant and just on it all the time. And if you go much further, I feel like you're going to burn yourself out. So just take a step back, kind of appreciate that whatever has come at this time has put a block there because you need a rest. It's not come here to piss you off, to get in the way, to kind of halt your plans and make you feel like you're having a bad day. It's here because you need that time for you, especially where this is concerned as well. I also feel like where work is concerned, perhaps a break in work. Not sure if you're still working at the minute or if things are on hold, but with this one, certainly I would say that you definitely do need a break. If not now, into the kind of the tail end of April, coming into May. So that is for you, lovely. So those are the readings for now. I will go into doing some in a little bit longer. I don't even know what the time is. How long have I been on? Oh wow, it's 10:15. Ooh. Okay, let's do some ghosty stories. Let's do some spooky stuff, and let's see. I feel like I should have a light like facing up and doing ooh. Right, okay, Vicky has got, oh, Trudy says, just listening to your voice is a really, oh, bless you, thank you so much. You should do my meditation. Actually, yeah, I will, I'll talk to you all about meditations and whatnot. I have got my Balm for the Soul session, which I will mention before I log off for tonight as well, because there is still some spaces left for that, and that is next week. So Vicky says, not sure if this is a show for you to read, might be too long. I don't know if it's all coming up. Let me see. Oh, right, I can only get so far. Right. The other Vicky says, I've been putting off my blood test, just giving notes for job is stressful and ended April. Spot on, thank you. Oh, bless you. Well, yeah, go and get them blood tests done. Get them done. And yeah, absolutely, you need a rest. So you're doing everything that you need to be doing, apart from get your blood test done. Go and get that done. Rebecca, yes, I've got you booked in for Balm for the Soul. So that one is on Thursday next week. So a week tomorrow. So Vicky, let's have a look at, so Many stories to tell. Spirit was around me since my mum passed when I was very little. I've had to learn to block it out. So one that really stuck in my head was when I was about 7, got taken to bed, and my bed always used to face a big cupboard, which was on top of them stair block thingies, and I was struggling to sleep, and the door opened by itself. I got out of bed and closed it, put the hook down, and then tried to... I've got a feeling about what you're going to say. Let me see if I can read the rest of it on my phone, and I'll tell you. I've had something very similar to this happen, and it is it's spooky. Let's see if I can get the whole comment on here, and I'll read the rest out. Okay, yes, okay, I've got it. I can read it on here. So the rest of it, it's like a cliffhanger, isn't it? Okay, so where was I going to sleep? Got out of bed, closed it, and put the hook down, and then tried to go to sleep. I then remember waking up. Both doors were open. I sat up, looking around, listening. All I could hear was my dad watching TV downstairs. Then one of my teddies from a baby that used to flash started singing, going off. Then it stopped and went off again, and came out towards me on the bed. Oh my God! Oh, I remember screaming, and my dad and brother come to me. It was so weird. This happened a lot. Was always that teddy and the doors opening. Wow. Yeah, I would absolutely be pooping my pants if that was me as well. Believe it or not, considering all the kind of the spirit work, the energy work, and everything that I do, I'm a wuss. I am the world's biggest wuss. And yeah, that gives me shivers though. So many shivers. So I had a few things similar like that. So we were living in Germany. So if you don't know, my dad's military, and I spent all of my teen years up until 16 in Germany, and we had like these big army wardrobes that weren't built in, but they were so big you could barely move them to anywhere else anyway, and they were like the traditional kind of lock and key proper ones, and I just have the lock in it all the time. And I woke up and my bed would be here facing the wardrobe, and then next to it was the door that led out into the hallway because we lived in a flat. And I woke up in the middle of the night, I don't know why, and I seen a shadow of a person step out of my cupboard. The door was open again, so similar to Vicky. The door was open, and I seen this shadow just walk out. Oh, it's giving me shivers. Walk out and into the hallway, and that really freaked me out. But that was a bit of a place to live. So we lived in a block of flats in the army housing, and the flat next door to us that we were joined onto was notoriously known for being haunted and having ghosts there. And yeah, there was a lot of shit went down in there. And at the time, this is where it sounds like really mean now. At the time when we first moved in, my bedroom was the one that adjoined to next door. That was the only joining wall to that property, and it was just creepy. I would hear stuff through the walls and everything. No one lived in there. Welfare had it down that no one was allowed to live in there, and then a family did move in there, and I think they lasted 2 weeks before they moved out. So eventually I couldn't stay in there anymore, so I swapped rooms with my little brother. And that sounds really awful because he was only little at the time. So I swapped rooms, so I was kind of the far end of the hallway, like further from that room. My little brother was in there, and he used to wake up at the same time every night having a conversation with someone. And one night we kind of stayed up to try and catch him. We were listening outside the door. Obviously he didn't know that we were there, and he was having like this two-way conversation. Obviously we couldn't hear someone else that was there, but he was talking and then pausing and then would be like answering, like conversing with someone. So then we opened the door and my mum said, "Oh, who are you talking to?" And he went, "Oh, this is my friend." And then he went, "Oh, she's gone." And he was like, what, 3, maybe 4, I think. But he used to speak to someone all the time. But then after that time, he didn't do that anymore. But then, like my sister says there, that flat was awful. It was. I remember her karaoke machine used to turn on in the middle of the night, full blast, like so loud. And there'd be, there was so much freaky stuff in there. I wasn't a fan. And then to the point of, I had one of my friends had slept over, and his mum and sister had come to pick him up, and we've been chatting about all sorts of stuff. Bearing in mind, no one lived in this flat. No one had lived in this flat for a long time. They'd walked downstairs to kind of, we were on the 3rd floor. So walked downstairs, they'd gone off to the car, and then we had a phone call from his mum, like seconds after she'd left. And we were like, oh, have you forgotten something? And they said no, they'd got in the car, looked up, and there was a little girl sat in the window of the flat next door. But obviously no one lived there. And obviously there's not a child in there. But there's so many more stories on that one. I might get into them. Kat says, one of my kids was staying over, and in the morning I asked him if he had a nice sleep, and he said yes, but the little boy just wouldn't stop talking and reading. I asked him what little boy, and he said the one whose room it is next to like the Furby started talking. And he had, oh my goodness. Oh, that's just like got me in the heart then. I'm thinking, is that what I think it is? But the Furby talking with no batteries in. I think Furbies are creepy little mofos. I used to have a Furby, and I don't know if she's still got him, but I left him at my grandma's house, and she used to like feed him and look after him. And it was a little thing that she'd look after my Furby for ages, but they are creepy little things. Emma says, my grandparents' 300-year-old cottage had many spirits. They regularly have doors open and closed in the house. They did see a couple of spirits. One night when I stayed over, I was woken up to the clock radio playing static. Ooh. Turned the dial to off, but no difference. Even unplugged it, but it still played. No batteries. Ended up turning the volume. Oh my goodness, that is... Ooh. Oh, that's given me a shiver, that one. See, that's... I don't know if I could cope with that, or like all the white noise and all that. I'm sure it's EFT. Is it EFT? No, that's emotional freedom tapping. There's... Oh, I can't think what it is. There's like that frequency. I've got an app, actually, that... I don't know if he's watching, but my buddy Brody, he would come over and Ghost Radio and Ghost Kit, and it picks up the sound waves of stuff. You know, like when you watch Most Haunted and stuff like that. And we used to pick stuff up on that all the time. That was so scary. Vicky says it was scary. Yes, when I moved in with my little brothers with me, I saw a shadow of a person go across the land. See that? I've got a real aversion to like landings, the top of stairs. The one in my house now, it really, really puts the shits up me. I'm not a fan of it. I must be completely honest. I don't know. Just something doesn't sit right there. I always feel there's something there. But then going back to kind of my grandma and me being a little girl, this sounds really, really stupid. Oh my God, look, my sister says, yeah, my grandma still has the Furbies. So talking in my grandma's house. So in her house, she's got her front door, but she rarely uses it. So you come in the back door, through the kitchen, through the dining room, then through the living room, into the front, bypass the front door, and then you go up the stairs. But you've got the stairs, you can see the bathroom, and then there's like a long hallway where you've got the rooms. So from the stairs, you can't see what's on the hallway. And I don't know, maybe this is where this kind of aversion to hallways and landings creeped me out a bit, because I could never see what was there, and it would always be really dark. And this is where you're probably going to laugh, because I was little. But I used to have this fear of going up the landing in my grandma's house, because I used to think there was a bear up there. And I'd always think there was going to be a big bear on the landing waiting for me, this big scary bear. But then as I got older, I still kind of obviously knew there was not going to be a bear there. But I still really, landings and stuff, it freaks me out. I don't like it. So that's why if I'm ever in a room and the bed is facing the doorway and I can see out of the door from my bed, it makes me feel really, really uncomfortable. So yeah, let me know as well if anyone's got anything like that, like kind of anything that makes you feel really uneasy. Same as lofts, attics. I can't do that. It makes me physically feel like I can't. Even the smell of them, it just creeps me out. There you go. My sister said, so talking about the flat that I was talking about, she remembers coming home from school one day. The cleaners were in cleaning it ready for the new people. The next day they were called back because there was children's handprints everywhere. Yeah, there was that one. So there used to be loads and loads of handprints in that flat. There was that one. And then the new people actually moved in. And there was handprints on her. Oh, there's a child coming in, like a real child, not a ghostly child. Hello? Yeah, you okay? It's very late. You're not tired?
I was just laying on my floor because I don't feel so good, so I didn't want to lie on my bed and I just wanted to lie on the floor.
Have you got a cup?
No.
No.
Actually, I do. I have
You
a
do?
sippy cup.
Okay, why don't you go and put some water in your cup and have a nice drink of water?
Should I go to the from my bed? unfolded sofa and just have a
Do you not want to lie up in your bed?
No, I don't feel like it.
Okay, well, you snuggle down where you feel comfy then, okay? I love you.
Can I grab my pink hot chocolate blanket and maybe...
Of course you can. Yeah.
So I can have like a floor bed again.
Yeah, we'll do that. I love you.
Okay.
Oh, bless her. Good night, baby.
And also, I need my food again.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have a sip of water. Don't drink it too big. Just have little sips, okay? All right, night, baby. Love you too. Right, let's. Sorry. Steph says we would never laugh about you. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Pat closes her bedroom door at night. Yeah, there we go. So Louise's bedroom door leads to the landing. It's 1 meter away from you. Creaks open most nights, but nobody's where they say that would freak me out. I would, yeah, wouldn't like that. See, another thing I don't like is mirrors. Right, if you're watching this and you have got mirrored wardrobes in your bedroom, please tell me how you sleep at night, because I can't cope with it. It really makes me nervous to think that I don't know, it just makes me really uneasy having this big massive mirrored wardrobe there, like, and you're trying to sleep and you can just see into it. It creeps me out. I can't cope with it. So if you do have mirrored wardrobes or mirrored doors or anything in your room like that, let me know how you sleep at night, or if you've ever seen anything creepy in it. And actually, sorry, because you're going to be going to bed tonight feeling a bit creeped out now. Stephanie says, I love these moments when your kids are coming in. Oh, bless you. Yeah, she is good. She's been a bit under the weather lately, and she said she's not been feeling well. Obviously, I'm not feeling too great. Last night I felt like absolute shit, and today I'm not feeling that good. So I don't know, maybe I'm kind of getting what she's had, and if she's felt like this, and I feel really bad for her. But I do think, kind of going a bit off topic here, I do think actually that it is kind of an emotional thing that's kind of manifesting into something physical, in the way of, I think we don't realize how much our children are drained from what's going on at the minute. And obviously we're just trying to kind of keep ourselves afloat, keeping the wheel turning, and kind of trying to do what we can. And actually, I think these little people are just taking it all in their stride. They may not really know what exactly is going on. They've just kind of maybe overheard stuff on the news, overheard adults talking, and they've maybe built up this scenario, this idea in their mind of what's actually going on. And it is a big, scary world for a little person. And I was chatting to a lady yesterday. She's an incredible lady that I've connected with through one of the coaching memberships that I'm in. And she was saying to me that actually, kind of, yeah, we have a really long, hard day. We just want the kids to go to bed, and we want to just sit and chill out. But then we're wondering why our children aren't sleeping. And a lot of it can be like all this built up worry of what's kind of going on in the world, because I like to say we know what's going on. Do we know what's going on? But like, to an extent, we do know what's going on. We've kind of got what's happening there. But actually, like, our children they've got all of this worry of seeing what's going on around them, and they've probably built their own picture in there that's probably a lot heavier of a weight than it is on us. And I think as well, children need that interaction with other people, and not having that at the minute is it's certain. I feel really emotional talking about it. It's certainly really hard on Imogen right now. Levi is back at school full time because he does have an EHCP, which means that he has a legal need of having to be in that setting. So he's back full time, which has done wonders for him. Because if you don't know already, Levi has autism, ADHD, and other learning difficulties. And obviously being cooped up in the house and not seeing anyone and not really getting out much, because the weather's been pretty crap, we've been pretty limited. And he's kind of had all this built up energy. So now he's back at school. He was knackered for the first week, but you can just see such a difference in him. But Imogen is, I do think it's kind of setting in. She's having a bit of a hard time. And it's like, little like mama bears setting in here. I feel quite emotional talking about it. And it's lovely that actually Levi is back at school. So she's getting that one-to-one time with me that she doesn't normally get that often. But I think I feel really emotional. I'm not going to cry. But it's just so hard for them to not be seeing their friends, to not be interacting with those other children, not being able to kind of do the hugs and all of that and play and that contact that they need. And I know especially kind of where like family are concerned, like kind of that are not in your household. This is completely off topic, and I know we were talking about scary stuff, but I feel like this is something that I need to share and kind of maybe offload to you, and then you can offload to me. So if you're kind of in the same one there, Emma says completely agree. Ennis is struggling to get to sleep now and loads of emotional outbursts. It's hard, and I think kind of as parents we're kind of being put through the mill at the minute, kind of as adults, not just as parents, as adults, and we just want to have that downtime. We just want to chill out. We just want the kids to go to bed. We just want some bloody peace and quiet. But then it's just kind of putting yourself in their shoes. Like, it's quite a big thing, isn't it, to kind of be going through at the minute and to have that detachment. Because I suppose even going back to, I know there's been a lot of comparisons about going back to like World War I, II and whatnot, and kind of having to kind of lay low and kind of having to soldier on for everything. But then when you think about it, they could still, to an extent, have contact with people. They could still see their family. They could still do everything. Whereas at the minute, like, children are just really cut off. And then adding in like the extra screen time with all the online learning, I'm struggling, to be honest. And I'm gonna put that out there. So if you're struggling, pop it in the comments and we'll just hold some space for each other. And I'm not going to give you advice to get through struggling, because if I had that advice, I'd take it myself. But to hold space and to just kind of say, I'm here. I hear you, I see you. And yeah, just kind of to share it, even to for me to say I am struggling feels like a weight off. So if you want to say you're struggling, please feel free to do so. It's hard. I did put a post out actually saying, what one was it? Oh, it was the one about saying you are enough. And if you haven't read that yet, please do read that post. That kind of, it tells you are enough. It doesn't matter what so and so does. We compare ourselves to so many people. We see people doing all this amazing stuff, and it kind of weighs you down. And you think, shit, I'm not doing that. Am I meant to be doing that? I'm not. Am I good enough to do that? Like, I don't do that. I do this, and it just kind of, all that self-doubt sets in, and it makes you feel like shit. Like, am I doing things right? But I just want to say to you, you are enough. Whatever you're doing right now, it is enough. Whether you feel like you're not doing enough, it's better than nothing. It is enough. And if you are doing nothing, you're not doing nothing. You are sitting there, you are taking time for you, and that is much better than doing nothing, because we all need that time for ourselves as well. So what I will say to you is, do make sure that you have your you time as well. It's hard. There you go. Louise says, I hear you, I am too. Bless you. So sending lots and lots of love to you. It's, I feel like I've just kind of facilitated a really emotional space right now, but come into it. Please do come into it. And even if you don't want to put anything in the comments, just kind of even say to yourself and sit there and just release. I'm not going to stay on for too much longer. I was going to do more readings, but it's actually, it's getting on now. It's 10:30. So what I am going to do, as I mentioned at the beginning, is to maybe do a bit of a cleanse and release. So I feel like this has naturally flowed into what's needed to come there. Steph says, you're both doing so great. Maybe it's something more to switch friends. Do you know, that's really, really interesting. So she's got so many unicorn things in her room now. She's obsessed. And no, sorry, so many flamingo things in her room. She's obsessed with flamingos, but unicorns at Christmas. I bought her like the Unicorn Society handbook or something like that. And it literally, it's aimed at children, but it teaches you all about unicorns, unicorn energy, how to find them, how to connect with them. Like, and it's so good. It's like the Unicorn something Society. I'll have to take a picture and post it up. It's really, really cool. Really cool indeed. So Rebecca, sending lots of love to you. Louise, thank you so much. But it is good to offload. And actually, yeah, so we had Imogen's teacher sent a note out today on the app that we use to connect with the school. and that was really, really lovely. It was needed. It was very, very much needed. So let me just let me just check my lighter's actually working, because that would help if I'm going to do it. Okay, well, I've got 3 here, so if one of them doesn't work, the sparkling gas and one's going to do something. Let me just get my my things, and we'll do a little release. Where is my sage? Okay. So you don't have to join in, but if you feel like you just want a release, please do. Okay, I'm just going to try and get these lighters on the go. Where's my candle? Right, best if I burn a candle first, because then I know that my fire's not going to go out. There you go. Judy says, there we go. Yeah, there we go. There's so much emotions going on for the little ones at the minute, and it's hard to kind of, I find as well as a parent, it's hard to know how to guide them through that, because we're still learning ourselves how to get through it, and it is a really, really strange place to be in right now. So yeah, if you are sat nice and comfortably, or you just kind of want to, I just kind of invite you in to just do a bit of a relief. I'm going to use just pure sage instead of my other stick. Okay, so just kind of where you are, just close your eyes. Really sink in, like release any tension in the jaw, any tension in the shoulders, anything that you may be feeling tense. Just allow yourself to just release and just begin to flow down into your breath. So just breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, just in your own natural flow to begin with. And just focusing on the breath and just inhaling in through the nose. So, and just hold, and then a long release. So just again, letting go of anything, just focus on the breath. So going in and hold, and a slow release. Now this time, as you go in, just bringing the shoulders up towards the ears. Anything that you're kind of holding in there, any negativity, any stress, any aches, any pains, anything in there. As you inhale, just bring those shoulders up. And then as you release, you're just gonna, just a big sigh of like a, so going in and hold and release. So then this time you're going to really exhale like you mean it. So really, I'm going to put my sage down there so I can really release that. So once again, going in and just hold that for a minute and release. And just give yourself a good old shake off, shake the hands, roll the shoulders, just roll the neck, keeping your eyes closed. And just kind of really kind of feel in, just take a moment to steady your breath, to regulate it, to just inhale in through the nose, out through the mouth at your own pace, just to come back to you where you are. And then just when you feel ready, just open your eyes and just breathe a sigh of relief. So that's not going to solve all your problems. Would be lovely if it did, but at least that you may be needing. However, if you do need a bit of a bigger release, I do have some spaces left for my Balm for the Soul session, which, let me see if I've got a little thingy bobby I can share with you. So let me bring up my Facebook a second and I'll show you exactly what you can do. So let's find, okay, so I'm going to do a screen share. Let's see, application window. Okay, so come out of that, I'll go into, okay, on here, so onto the page. If you go on the main page, oh, there's me wibbling. scroll down, you will find right, you'll have seen it, this one here. So the Balm for the Soul post, it's a session. It's not just a meditation session, so it does include card guidance. It's limited to 10 spaces because obviously everyone on there gets 3 tarot cards and 1 oracle card. So you get that card guidance. Then you'll be led into a guided meditation, and then you go into independent meditation. The focus for this one is a visit to a past life. So as it says there in the post, it is not a past life regression, and it won't focus on doing like any deep past life work. What it will do is it will take you into exploring a past, like a visit. Okay, so you're not delving deep in there. You're just going to kind of see what's going on, kind of just enough to kind of scratch the surface to ease any curiosities there. So that's on there. So you get your meditation, your healing as well. So while you do your independent, if I click on that bigger, so while you do your independent meditation, I will offer some healing, some channeled energy cleansing. I'll also call my guides in there as well. And okay, I don't want that. Someone's having a good old chit chat in a group chat and I'm not talking in it. I'll turn that off for now. So yes, you get your healing, and this is right. I'm going to come out of that screen share because it's going to bother me. Oh my goodness, look at that. Right, let me go into the website. That will be a lot easier. Am I still? Can you? Okay, yeah, you can still see. Right, so what you can do is you can go along to more and book a session. Obviously, you can follow the link on the Facebook page. But if you go into Balm for the Soul and click on Read More, it will tell you more in there. So this one, as I say, it will go into the past life stuff, scratching the surface, take you in there. You'll have that channeled healing. I will call in my guides during the session as well. And then following that, you'll have some time to journal, note down what you found, anything that came to you, anything that stood out, whether it makes sense or not. And then we can do some sharing and just go from there. I'll share what I picked up on and give any guidance further from that. Also share the healing that I've done. And let me stop sharing as well. So sharing that healing that I've done there. Oh, lots of comments. So, Dawn, you've got to go. You've got to work tomorrow. All right. No, night, lovely. Lots of love. So, yes, with that Balm for the Soul, you can book onto that. It's only £15 for the session. So you get your reading, you get your full meditation, guided and independent. And it's just a really, really lovely session. I know quite a few of you are booked on already. I've only got 10 spaces for 10 spaces for that, and some of them have been booked. So if you do want on that, then I would recommend that you get on it soon. The Balm for the Soul sessions run every 4 weeks on a Thursday. So it's not necessarily on a certain day of the month. It's just a Thursday, every 4th Thursday, I suppose. So each one will have a particular theme around it, but will always include that healing and that card guidance in there as well. However, going into the Soul Circle, so next week on Monday, we have our first monthly Soul Circle meditation group as well. So if you're not yet in the Soul Circle and you have been thinking about it, I would absolutely recommend getting in there now. The price will be going up, as I've mentioned before, but it's not just about price. It's about kind of what you get out of being in there. There's the whole meditation library in there. I've added in as well as a bonus is the Unlock, Empower, Enhance course, which is worth £97. You've got that in there as a Soul Circle member for free. And what I will say, Charlotte, you're off. Lots of love. Thank you for joining me tonight, and thank you so much for bringing others on with you as well. So sweet dreams to you, lovely, and you take care of yourself. So yes, with the Soul Circle, you've got the whole hub. You've got access to the whole meditation library, but then you've got the course in there. There's lots and lots more stuff going in there. You also get 25% discount on anything. So like the Balm for the Soul and any one-to-one readings, any healing sessions, anything like that. As a Soul Circle member, you get your 25% off anything. And then also within the Soul Circle, we've got a Facebook group where you get daily affirmations, and then you also get weekly guidance and monthly guidance that goes into the Facebook group, but also into the hub as well. So you can read back on that and keep track. Then we've also got our Discord channel, which is a private members only like community area for the Soul Circle members. It's got different kind of chat rooms in it, but it's literally only for Soul Circle members. So obviously as Soul Circle grows, that community will grow and you can kind of converse with each other and whatnot. And the purpose of Soul Circle is growing a community of people, whether you are already in your spiritual development or whether you're just at the beginning and you feel like you're not quite there yet, but you need some guidance. So whether you just want some direction, some daily, weekly guidance to kind of know where you're at with things, just to kind of feel like you're supported, or if you do want to kind of tune in to your own intuition and grow with that and kind of really delve a bit deeper in to see what's in there. What I am putting together is I'll show you this little treat. Where's it at? Is it this one? Right. I'm not going to show you all of it because this is it's top secret. But I am going to show you the first page of this. This is going to be going into the Soul Circle in the next coming weeks. Let's have a look on here. Oh, Vicky, you're going to go. You're very, very welcome. Lots of love to you too, and thank you so much. Have a good evening. I'm surprised I've stayed on so long actually. I was expecting I'd probably do half an hour and then I'd just be absolutely knackered and not be able to stay on much longer. And also, if anyone has messaged me, I will get back to you as soon as I come off of here. But yes, with Soul Circle, what was I saying about Soul Circle? Oh yes, I was going to show you something, wasn't I? So a quick screen share is, where is it? Where's it gone? Dun, dun, dun. It's the something. It's not. Okay. Is it? Okay, I'm just going to have to do this one then. The app window. Right, so this one here is, if I click present, so you can see the, oh, okay. Doesn't like me tonight, but Sacral Embers is something that I have had in the pipeline for a few months. And as you can see on here, the self-help guide for women who want to reignite their power within. And it's still in the planning process, but I have been doing a lot with it and I'm refining it now. I'm not going to show you any more, but this one is kind of what's going to be in it. So there will be an introduction, what is Sacral Embers? There'll be a self-evaluation, questions and prompts, self-pros and cons, current self-statement, initial goals, goal review, authentic goals, finding you, your personal timeline, connecting with yourself, self-projection, your intention planner, manifesting what you want, a self-care plan, and there will be more in that as well, because I really, really want to give something that will be of value for you to really help you delve into yourself and work through at your own pace without feeling any pressure or kind of, I know as well. So a lot of what I do and why I do it is because I know that so many people can get confused with all the different jargon that's out there, and there's so much information out there, and it's great that it's out there, but I know it can become overwhelming. So what I like to do is I like to take things in a way that breaks it down, that makes it easier for you to understand and to work through yourself. And to also, as you know, I'm a very visual person, so I like people to be able to kind of see what I'm trying to explain. So breaking things down in such a way that makes it easier, which means that you understand what you're doing, which then means that you can kind of work through and do what you need to do for yourself. So if you're kind of at a point where maybe you don't want to kind of grow up in your intuition to kind of learn skill, but you want to do some kind of soul searching, going within and see what's going on there, this this guide, my Sacral Embers guide in there, and Sacral Embers will grow into something else from the guide, which will be very, very exciting, but that's to come. But this is going to be in the Soul Circle, and there'll be lots of other content in there, and I will be having guests coming into the Soul Circle to do recordings and whatnot in there as well. And we have, as I say, we have a monthly meditation class, which is included in your membership every month. So Even at £27 a month, that's a steal. But right now until Sunday, if you use the code 10OFF in capitals, it is just £17, and that'll be for you. So that's what I'm putting out there. If you want to join it, obviously, if it's not right for you, then please don't feel obliged to. But if you do feel really called to join the Soul Circle, please do. You're more than welcome, and I would love to have you. Louise, you're very, very welcome. The night, lovely. Lots of love. Oh, Steffi, oh bless you, thank you. So yeah, that's me. I probably did want to talk about more tonight, but I think I've done quite well considering, and I really needed that last bit, and I hope it's helped put you at ease. I've helped keep you company tonight. I've done more readings than I anticipated that I would do, so I'm quite pleased that I managed to get some of them out. And if you were watching and didn't manage to get one, I do apologise, but I will be back as ever next Tuesday evening, probably 8:45, so the normal time, because I know it was a bit later tonight. But yeah, I'm going to kind of think about what I'm going to be doing next week on the live. I do want to start getting some guests on soon as well, so watch this space, because it would be quite nice to bring someone in for a bit, or even if I just do like a pre-record and bring them on. I've been connecting with some really, really amazing people lately, and as well as that, I already have some really amazing people in my life, and I would really, really love to share those people with you. So I'm going to end on that note. Also, thank you all so much again for joining me tonight. I really hope that you've enjoyed watching, and also it's just kind of chilled you out a bit. I've got like a real chill, like lay down vibe. Obviously, I'm in my pajamas, so of course I'm chilled tonight. Pat says it's really worth it. You won't regret joining. It's an amazing place. Thank you so much. So yes, if you do want to be part of my Soul Circle tribe, if you check out the Anavea page, or if you just go to anavea.co.uk, you can find the link to join that on the homepage there, and you can read more information as well. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I do want to try and kind of get on lives more, just kind of popping in, like informal. But what I will ask is, before I can go, if I can ask one favor from you all, I'm going to put a post up on the group probably tomorrow, and I would just really love to know what you would like. What would you like to see more of on the page? What would you like to see more of from me? What do you feel you would benefit from that I could offer you? Because I really want to kind of build things around, obviously I've got quite a lot of stuff that I do, but I want to focus it on what you need, how I can help you, and how I can tailor things for you, and especially within Soul Circle. So if you're already a Soul Circle member, what could I add to Soul Circle to make it better for you? And also, if you're not a Soul Circle member, what would make you want to join the Soul Circle? What could I have in there that would make you say, yes, I want that? Because I'm doing a little bit of a kind of an audit and a look to see like kind of what I'm doing with things. I'm happy with what I'm doing, but again, I want to make it nice and focused for you, so it really serves you, lovely ladies, and you can get what you need from that. So on that note, lots of love, sweet dreams to you all. Thank you so much, Rebecca. I'm really glad you always enjoy. Lovely to have you joining me. And I know a few of you watching have booked one-to-ones for next week, I believe. So I'm really looking forward to connecting with you. If you do want a one-to-one, or even the recorded readings, which were formerly the mini readings, they're just not typed anymore, they're recorded, but you can add the typed version on. Anything that you want to scope out or check out, look on there. And anything I can help you with, please do get in touch. But lots and lots of love to you all. Sweet dreams. Enjoy your evening. And I look forward to connecting with you all again next Tuesday. So lots of love and take care. Good night.